everybody. Here we are in one of my favorite holes on planet Earth. Sharing it today with this little fella. Apatite. So you can kind of see the boundary where I had cleared. Like, I've been in this hole 2 years ago and I cleared it about to where it turns green there. That was pretty weathered. That's apatite. Holy smokes. Feels something pretty darn impressive down there. I don't know how loose it is though. Let's pause for a second here and take a look at why this is one of my favorite holes on planet Earth. Because if you see that little cast there, that straight edge, that's where this behemoth apatite crystal popped out 2 years ago. I've never found anything like this in my life. And just the fact that I had been standing on it for hours, digging out dozens of smaller crystals. And then I realized that, holy smokes, there's this. Like, that's double terminated on a few faces. There's and more crystals kept coming out of that hole, like this one. This is another example of what came out of there. It's actually called fluoroapatite, and it's not because the green is fluorite and the red is apatite or vice versa. It's all fluoroapatite. In some places there isn't anything but calcite. It's just apatite mineralizing in the vein. But anyway, that's why it's one of my favorite holes on planet Earth. So let's watch as I continue to try to dig out this other big crystal. Okay. take a break. But I have to get that out. No two ways about it. So, spoiler, I got it out. But I did have to break it out, unfortunately. As you can see there down on the bottom, I did have to crack it off. But at least on 3 faces, it ended up with double termination. So that's a win for me. And speaking of the termination, like I said, the termination on the apatite crystals at this site is just phenomenal. Like most of the time when you find apatite crystal weathered out of calcite, the termination is seriously distorted. Not such the case with these pieces. I also managed to get all the kinds of Pinfire Feldspar to keep my tumbler running all winter. As you can see, that was a garbage can lid completely full of chunks and crystals of Pinfire Feldspar, so that's going to be good for the tumbler. This guy here is translucent, transparent Pinfire, so I'm curious to see what that looks like in the old tumbler. We also hit up the Craigmont mine for corundum. I did terrible. I got carried away trying to find other spots on the site because it's a really big hill, so I climbed up and down. But my buddy Tyler here, he found 2 different pieces within about half an hour of us showing up on the site. And as you can see, it's obviously 2 pieces of the same crystal, and it's just huge. Like, that's a huge chunk of corundum. So good on Tyler. I'm glad he found that one. Next place we go to is Tory Hill, or Titanite Hill. So stay tuned.